Bonjour et bienvenue sur ma chaîne. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Cindy. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to talk about your family in French. So at the head of most families are parents. So if you get asked, Comment s'appellent tes parents? What are your parents called? You could start your answer with Mes parents s'appellent. My parents are called. And then add their names. Mes parents s'appellent Marc et Anna. My parents are called Mark and Anna. Or you could give your parents' names separately and say Ma mère s'appelle Anna, mon père s'appelle Marc. My mother is called Anna, my father is called Mark. Another question which often comes up about parents is about their job. Que font tes parents comme métier? What do your parents do as a job? To answer this question, you can either use the verb être, to be. For example, ma mère est infirmière. My mother is a nurse. Remember that in French, when talking about jobs, you don't put an article in front of the job title. So in effect, you say, my mother is nurse, not my mother is a nurse. Or if you want to sound a little bit more sophisticated, you can use the verb travailler followed by comme. For example, mon père travaille comme instituteur. My father works as a teacher. If your parents don't work, you could say mes parents ne travaillent pas. My parents don't work. And if you want to explain why, you could say, for example, ma mère est au chômage. My mother is unemployed. Et mon père est retraité. And my father is retired. Now let's have a look at a few words and phrases you need to know in order to answer the previous questions. Elle est, followed by her job title, means she is a. Il travaille comme, he works as. Il ne travaille pas, they don't work. Au chômage means unemployed. À la retraite and retraité both mean retired. Comme travail and comme métier mean as a job, and dans la vie means in life, as in for a living. Now let's move on to siblings. As-tu des frères et sœurs? Do you have any brothers or sisters? If the answer to the question is yes, you'll need to say what you have, what their names are, and perhaps even how old they are. For example, oui, j'ai un grand frère et une petite sœur. Yes, I have a big brother and a little sister. Ils s'appellent, they are called, Grégory et Alison. And if you want to say how old they are, you need to use the verb avoir in French. That is, in French, to say how old someone is, you need to use the verb to have rather than to be. For example, ils ont 16 et 7 ans. They are 16 and 7 years old. If you only have one sibling, you want to say il a or elle a, depending on whether you have a brother or a sister. On the other hand, if you don't have any siblings, then you can say non, je suis enfant unique. No, I'm an only child. What a lot of people like to know, because they're really nosy, is whether you actually get on well with your brothers and sisters. Tu t'entends bien avec tes frères et sœurs? Do you get on well with your brothers and sisters? To say you get on well with someone, you can say je m'entends bien avec, followed by who you get on well with. For example, je m'entends bien avec mon frère, il me fait souvent rire. I get on well with my brother, he often makes me laugh. If on the other hand you don't get on well with your siblings, you can say je ne m'entends pas très bien avec. I don't really get on well with. For example, mais je ne m'entends pas très bien avec ma petite sœur. Elle me suit partout, c'est casse-pied. But I don't really get on well with my little sister. She follows me everywhere. It's annoying. And if your relationship with your siblings is amazing, then you can say oui, nous nous entendons à merveille. Nous sommes meilleurs amis. Yes, we get on famously well together. We're best friends. Now let's have a look at a few words you may want to know in order to talk about your siblings. Un frère, a brother. une sœur, a sister, un demi-frère, a half-brother or a step-brother, une demi-sœur, a half-sister or a step-sister, un frère jumeau, a twin brother, une sœur jumelle, a twin sister, des jumeaux, twin boys or twins, one boy, one girl, des jumelles, twin sisters, un enfant unique, an only child, une fille unique, an only child who is a girl, un fils unique, an only child who is a boy. L'aîné, the oldest, and you need to have an E at the end if the oldest is a girl. Le cadet means the youngest when referring to a boy, and la cadette means the youngest when referring to a girl. Now let's talk about your living situation. Avec qui habites-tu? Who do you live with? To answer this question, you can either use j'habite avec or je vis avec. Both mean I live with. So for example, j'habite avec mes parents, mon frère et ma sœur. I live with my parents, my brother and my sister. Mes parents sont divorcés, my parents are divorced. Je vis avec ma mère et mon beau-père. I live with my mother and my stepfather. Here are other possibilities if you've moved out. J'habite avec mon copain. I live with my boyfriend. Nous venons d'emménager ensemble. We've just moved in together. Je vis toute seule. Je suis célibataire. I live alone. I'm single. Only add the E, which I've put in brackets, if you're a woman. So here are a few useful words that you may want to know to talk about your living arrangements. J'habite avec or je vis avec, as we've seen previously, both mean I live with. Mes parents, my parents. Mon père, my father. Ma mère, my mother. Mon beau-père can mean my stepfather or my father-in-law. Ma belle-mère can mean my stepmother or my mother-in-law. Ma famille d'accueil, my foster family. Mes grands-parents, my grandparents. Mon grand-père, my grandfather. Ma grand-mère, my grandmother. Ma femme, my wife. Mon mari, my husband. Mes enfants, my children. Mon fils, my son. Ma fille, my daughter. Now, I don't know about you, but my life would definitely not be complete without my pets. They're definitely a big part of my family. As-tu des animaux de compagnie? Do you have any pets? To say what you have, use j'ai followed by what pets you have. So, for example, you could answer the question like this. Oui, j'en ai plusieurs. Yes, I have several of them. J'ai un chien, un chat, et 2 cochons d'Inde. I have a dog, a cat, and 2 guinea pigs. If you don't have any pets, say je n'ai pas d'animaux. Non, je n'ai pas d'animaux. No, I don't have any pets. Mon frère est allergique. My brother is allergic. And a few words you may find useful to talk about your pets. Un animal de compagnie and un animal domestique both mean a pet. Un chien, une chienne, a male dog, a female dog. Un chat, une chatte, a male cat, a female cat. Un oiseau, a bird. Un poisson rouge, a goldfish. If you have all kinds of fish, you may say des poissons instead. Un cochon d'Inde, a guinea pig. Un hamster, a hamster. Un lapin, a rabbit. I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. That's what the comments are for. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I upload new videos regularly. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye!